Hey, my empire, I know it's been a minute but since you've seen me, but as you can see, I'm in a whole new location. I ain't even in the same spot. So, I've been moving, trying to move up, trying to progress in real life. But I just got everything kind of set up to where I can start back doing my videos. So, how you been? How you doing? I'm doing nice. A lot's happening. A lot's been happening. But you're going to hear about that as I start back spouting out these videos. How you like the new shirt? Yes, sir. But it ain't that type of video. You know what it is. Today or yesterday or last week, depending on whenever you're watching this video, the NFL just released their schedule. And I gave a prediction on, I want to say, my first podcast, but I just want to go ahead and give a prediction for my Philadelphia Eagles. Baby, fly Eagles, fly. I want to say when I gave like the blind prediction, it had to be, I want to say I gave it like winning the division. It was enough to win the division. I don't remember the number I gave, but it was enough to win the division. Fly Eagles, fly. We made a lot of acquisitions this offseason. We had a lot of subtractions this offseason. But I feel like it's going to be a nice season. It's going to be nice and strong. But you didn't tune in. Well, you probably did tune in to figure out where I've been. But that's not this video. You really tuned in to see what my predictions is for this upcoming NFL season that we have. And then I'm gonna give you a week to week basis about what I'm thinking, the final score. I mean, not the score. I ain't gonna do the score. Nah, I'm just gonna do who I think gonna win, a little bit why I feel like they're gonna win. But this is like a blind reaction. Because I knew who our opponents was, but I never knew in the order. And I'm also going to let you know the games that I plan on going to. I've only been to 2 NFL games. The first one was with my homie Jacob, his wife, Key, and then my girl. That was the first one. The second one, I took my little brother to a game. Both of them was Eagles-Cowboys games. Both of them we lost. So, kind of hoping that if I go to Arlington this year, that it's not ending up with me leaving disappointed. But I last 2 times I went to AT&T Stadium, I left disappointed. But more opportunities this year. I'm gonna branch out and I'm gonna do it big. So without further ado, I am Unknown Emperor. If you forgot, if you don't know, I'm Unknown Emperor. If you do know, I'm Unknown Emperor. If you want to learn, watch the old videos and then continues, subscribe, everything of that nature. I am going to get back into doing these things for you. I'm here. I'm back, baby. I'm back. It's going to take a little bit for me to figure out what my schedule is going to be in the new location. And when I know, you're going to know. When you know, you're going to be here. But first game we got it being an international game. Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. First game of the season. This is going to be the first game we get to, preseason, yeah, but this is going to be the first game we get to see Jalen Hurts with A.J. Brown, with Devontae Smith, with Dallas Goedert, with Saquon Barkley. So the first names, we know already seen them, but Saquon Barkley, yes. New offensive lineman. We got to see who gonna actually replace Jason Kelce and who's gonna be that center, that leader behind the quarterback, essentially in front of the quarterback. That's gonna take that offensive line and really push them to the best of their ability. Because Saquon did not leave the Giants horrible BS offensive line to go to Philadelphia with a better offensive line and still get hit in the backfield every time he touched the ball. He didn't do that. And then we got to see what that defense is going to be. This is also going to be Kellen Moore's and Vic Fangio's first game, like first regular season game coaching. So we get to see how their styles are going to essentially incorporate for the rest of the season. Surprisingly, I think we lose the first game. We go to Brazil. This is the first game back. The Packers are coming off of a high, going to the playoffs where they didn't think they were going to do it. And then, they got a little sour taste in their mouth because I believe that they should have beat the 49ers and been in the NFC Championship game against the Lions. I believe that's what they believe. But I believe that Kellen Moore is going to come out. Vic Fangio is going to come out. The defense is going to take a little bit to get acclimated with each other. We do have a couple of new pieces around. We brought Jeremiah Trotter Jr. I was rocking with with number 54 beforehand. We got Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. We got CJ Gardner-Johnson back. Fletcher Cox retired, but now we got JD and Jalen Carter taking it on the ham. But unfortunately, I do believe that we lose week 1 to the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. Week 2, we have the Atlanta Falcons Monday night primetime game. I do believe we come out on top on this one. I don't believe that Atlanta Falcons is going to be any better than they was last year. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. I really don't. Now, he is a regular season warrior. He might win that NFC South, but no. In Philly, nope. 1-1. Philadelphia Eagles 1-1. Pretty strong. Next week we have the New Orleans Saints. This is the first game on this schedule that you might see me at because it's in New Orleans. It's pretty. I love the Superdome. Not gonna say it's close by or far away, but you might see me at that game. I know a lot of Saints fans. You already know where I'm gonna go with it. Eagles gonna win. Eagles gonna go to the Superdome and fly in and fly out. This is all barring injury because injury can derail any season. So right now, Philadelphia Eagles sitting at 2-1, lost to the Green Bay Packers, beat the Falcons, beat the Saints in their hometown, and then we go to a playoff rematch with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. I believe we come out on top on this one. We have a sour taste in our mouth on how the wild card last year ended. Nah, we ain't with all that. We not feeling that. We want our get back. So I believe we go into Florida and we handle our business and go into our bye week. This is an early ass bye week. Y'all really don't fuck with us like talking about, right? Y'all gave us a week 5 bye week, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Who we got next? We have the Cleveland Browns. That AFC North is not gonna be anything to play with. But I do believe that we come out on top October 13th. This is in the link. We're sitting at 4-1 right now. This is the next game, week 7. We're sitting at 4-1, sitting pretty high. I do believe that we lose back-to-back games, being as though it's the Giants in New York and then the Bengals in Cincinnati. I believe in the Giants game, the emotion's going to be a little bit too high, and we're going to try to win it for Saquon because it's his first game back in New York, and then something just not going to click. And then with the Cincinnati Bengals, it's just Joe Burrow. By then, the defense should be starting to click. I might change it before the season based off of how the preseason looks, based off of how the training camps come out. But right now, I do see us sitting at 4-3. We beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 9 in the link. Doug Peterson, Trevor Lawrence, they're coming to the link. I don't really fear the Jags. I did at one point, but the Jags gonna be the Jags. I do believe that we beat the Cowboys in Arlington. That's the second game that I have circled. And that's probably just me wishful thinking because I want to go to that game. And I do not want to leave Arlington 0-3 disappointed. I don't want it. I want to go to this game and I want to leave talking so much shit to the Cowboys fans. You don't want to know what I went through the first two games. You already know because you know Cowboys fans. But yeah. So what we sitting at right now? We're sitting at beat the Jags, beat Cowboys. We're sitting at 6-3. Then we beat Washington 7-3. We beat the Rams 8-3. We lose to Baltimore in Baltimore. We're looking at 8-4. We beat Carolina in the Link in week 14. We're looking at 9-4. We beat either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson in the Steelers in week 15. We're looking at 10-4. And then we have Washington again. We're going to sweep Washington. I don't know. Jane Daniels is going to be a nice rookie. It's going to be a nice addition to that team. But, I mean, it's Washington right now. I don't feel like he's going to have that C.J. Stroud effect to where he comes in and really dominates the league. He's going to come in and prove why he should have been picked top 5. But ultimately, Washington doesn't have enough to support him in the best way possible. It's going to take probably a year or two for them to really just hone up. And then we got the Cowboys. Man, fuck it. We sweeping the Cowboys. Man, fuck it. Fuck it. We're sweeping the Cowboys. So we beat the Cowboys on November 10th. And then we beat them after Christmas, December 29th. The first game being in Arlington. The second game being in the Link. And then the last game, week 18, is against the Giants. And right now we're sitting at what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're sitting at 12-4. 12-4, depending on what the rest of the NFC is doing, I believe 12-4 will be good enough to be the number 1 seed, unless it's some outlier that's like 15-0 right now or 14-1. You know, but if we rest our starters, then, you know, we can lose that game, be what, 13-4, and still be the number 1 seed. If we're fighting for that number 1 seed, we are gonna win that game because the Giants got the first one, we can get the second one, and then end up at 14-3. Hopefully, number 1. I mean, not 14-3. 13, end up at 13-4. If we lose, we're 12-5. 12-5. If we lose, 13-4. If we win, 13-4. Should be good enough to be the number 1 seed, depending on what everything else is happening. But we won't know. We won't know, and this is all barring injury. You know, football guys have a part to play in it. Personal lives, personal matters, stuff of that nature, contract situations, anything can kind of go into this. But for my blind reaction to, and it doesn't even look like we have a rough patch in the schedule. Not that anything can happen on any given Sunday, but we do not have like a rough patch to where it's like 4 or 5 games in a row like we had last year when we had like Buffalo, 49ers, Cowboys, Chiefs. I forgot the other teams, but we had a little stretch to where it was do or die for the most part. We kind of felt that stretch. I don't see no stretch on this schedule with any. I mean, what the worst stretch could be? Bengals to Ravens. We're looking at Cincinnati, Jags, Cowboys, Washington, Rams, and Ravens. That can be a stretch, but 4 of those games are away. 3 of those games, no. Yeah, 4 of those games are away. 2 of them at home, but then it's like away, home, away, home, away, away. So I mean, it's not really in Baltimore and Philly ain't really too far unless I don't know geography. But you know, you let me know what your favorite team is. You let me know what you think your record's gonna be. Hell, you let me know what you think Philadelphia is gonna be this year. You let me know your Super Bowl predictions. I see us going 13-4, winning that division. I mean, it's Jalen Hurts. It's Nick Sirianni. I have trust in them, but it's just gonna take for them to play. I'm ready to see how this season play out. I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Baby, I'm back. I'm better. It's only up from here. So y'all shouldn't have stopped bringing back people to the Empire, but if you did, you know, go ahead and start that back up. I do appreciate y'all. Hopefully you've been being good. And if you haven't, you know, hopefully I'm just make your day better, make your night better, everything of that nature. I do appreciate you for tuning in. You let me know what you think about this upcoming NFL season. You let me know what you want to see me talk about, and watch old videos. So watch older videos. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I am Unknown Emperor, and we back. We just getting started. We finna come up. Believe that.